Welcome back to my channel. I'm Alondra and today I'm going to be coloring. I'm going to be using my Ohuhu Honolulu alcohol markers. I love these markers. This is like the third time that I've purchased them. Here are my swatches. I keep this in my sketchbook so that I always have it handy. I'm gonna just start off by erasing my sketch a little bit. This is just like a regular eraser, so I kind of smudged it a little bit, but it's alright. Make sure to use this plastic sheet that they give you behind the sheet that you're working on, because most of the time it'll go through the paper that you're working on. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do with this. I tend to stick to the same colors. I kind of just winged it and just went with something that was a little bit familiar. I am trying a different technique this time. Even though I've purchased these like 3 times, I'm still kind of a beginner, I feel, with this medium. I don't know how to use these the perfect way. I just use them the way that it works for me, but I decided to try something a little bit different this time. Usually I'll just go down with like my base shade. I always start off with the lightest shade. You kind of have to with alcohol markers because the more layers that you add on, the darker that the shades get. Ooh, you can see here that this blue marker is kind of drying out. I obviously use it a lot. I wanted to try blending a little bit differently this time. I usually go in with my first color and then just add my shadows. I kind of had to work a little bit faster with the darker shades, back and forth with the lighter shades so that it blended a little bit better. I don't know how I feel about this technique. I feel like it was a lot of ink for the paper and maybe I just don't have the best paper. This is just a mixed media pad. I kind of stopped blending here because I felt like I was adding a little bit too much to the paper. And it felt like the texture was just getting a little bit weird. So I just kept going back and forth between the lighter and darker shades that I wanted to add. Like I said, you do have to work pretty fast if you want to get a nicer blend. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this technique. Usually the way that I work with alcohol markers, I end up making a lot sharper details, like on the cheekbones here. And I feel like I was just overworking the paper a little bit. Again, I'm not a professional. I don't know what's the best way to use these. This is just the way that works for me and I'm just trying something new here. But if you have any tips, feel free to share. The pack that I have is also a 72 pack, so it does have a little bit more transition colors. There's a lot more shades that you can kind of go back and forth between to get a better blend. I have had this pack for a while though, so I did kind of try to choose shades that I knew would still have a lot of ink and maybe I didn't use as much before. I'm not really sure what this character is, but she is somebody that I created like when I first started drawing, and she's kind of just stuck around. I make a lot of different variations of her, different colors. I'm sure you guys will see her a lot. I'm not really sure what she is, but I love her. I really like how the eyes turned out. I think that they really pop. I think that they look really, really vibrant. Alright, going in with the hair. This is also something that I do a lot. I will match my characters like eyes and hair color. I just think that it flows really well. I just like how it looks. So I ended up going in with a little bit of a darker blue since I was running out of ink on the first blue that I used on the eyes. Going in with a darker blue just to add a little bit of some shades. And then this blue, I really love this blue. It's like super vibrant. I love the fact that you can layer alcohol markers really well like this. Okay, now I'm just going to outline everything. I think I'm pretty much done with all of my blending. So I'm just gonna go in with a Sharpie. I feel like you can't really see it because this is like one of the fine tips, but I swear it's there. Alright, and then for the background, I wasn't sure what color to go with, but I decided to go with like this lavender mauve color. Again, this is also one of the shades that I use quite a bit, so as you can see, it's a little bit dried out, but I made it work. I was able to fill up my entire background here, which wasn't a lot actually. I was trying to keep my strokes in one direction, but because my alcohol marker was running out of ink, I feel like I kind of had to flip it a bunch of different ways. I really ended up liking how it looked with like the different directions of the marks were going. I think it looked really nice. Okay, and then to finish that off, I just went in with an acrylic marker. This was actually the first time that I used alcohol markers and acrylic markers together. I wasn't really sure exactly what to do with the highlights, but this is what I ended up doing, and I think it looks great. And here is the finished result. What do you think? I think she looks amazing. She's beautiful. I love this character. I love drawing her. I love painting her. I love her. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.